o irmão dele, que esse menino que tá na cama aí, é a Fênix. Porque assim, aqui é assim, os Akons escolhem seus hospedeiros, né, vamos dizer assim. Então, por exemplo, o Akon do irmão do Clive é a Fênix. Ele escolheu ele. E o do Clive é o Ifrit. Só que o Clive tem o poder de sugar a ação um dos outros. Não sei como ele tem isso. Isso vai ser explicado, acho, mais pra frente no jogo. Então, por isso que ele já tem a Garuda, o Ramu, o Bahamut. Quando a pessoa tá pra morrer, o Fraca, ele consegue sugar, tipo o Mega Man, pegar a habilidade do cara, tá ligado? O Akon do cara. E usar os poderes, não se transformar no Summon. O único Summon que ele consegue se transformar é o Ifrit.
Very little, I'm afraid, despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Esse último aí que é... Tipo, acho que vai ser o boss final, que é o inimigo do jogo.
I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason.
Ele tenta pegar o Clive de qualquer jeito, se apossar do Clive. Porque eu acho que é por conta dessa... Olha lá. Ele poder usar o Summon dos outros.
I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Ele domina todos, é por isso.
Are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything.
Não, já rolou um monte de coisa aqui já, nessa história aqui. A mãe deles traiu a terra natal, casou com outro cara, mandou matar os dois, né, primeiro. E aí não deu certo, óbvio que eles estão vivos aí, né? Casou com outro imperador. Aí tentou controlar o mundo inteiro. Acabou ficando louca porque viu os dois vivos. Achou que ela tinha morrido, mas viu os dois vivos, ficou louca, aí se matou. É tipo, o negócio é insano. Traiu o marido, mandou matar. Tentou matar os dois filhos. Tentou matar o Clive, não o Joshua. O Joshua é esse loirinho, que era o preferido dela. Só que ela achou que ele tinha morrido. Só que nenhum dos dois morreram. Aí ela viu os dois vivos, entrou em choque e se matou.
And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him.
Sim, é treta de família.
What were you thinking?
Ó, eu vou deixar rolando aqui. Valeu, eu volto amanhã, mais tarde, à noite, beleza? Umas 10h30, 11 horas. Eu vou ter que acordar meu filho e cuidar dele. Mas valeu, Saga, valeu o pessoal que tava na live aí. Até mais tarde. Tamo junto. Eita, tuberculose, maldito.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tenha told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tenha not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
It's like a dream, the four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners. We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Fine choice. Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And and since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the Prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go. Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see. You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them. Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you.
or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Tudo galante, menino, mó zoeira.
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you.
É claro que é.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Encontro de família.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Vamos lá então. Lusco Fusco.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Simbora.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Ih, rapaz. Orc, mano. Como assim, velho? Corre, corre, corre. É sério que eu errei tudo? Toma essa então. Aí eu já era. Ataca. Ai, ai, ai. Clive não podia, não deveria tomar dano de fogo, né? Afinal, pô, ele é o Ifrit, né, mano? Mano, é verdade. Ele não deveria tomar dano de fogo. Só acho. Vários inimigos aqui, hein? Sai fora. Não vai ficar castando protect ninguém não, sai fora. Eles protect também.
What happened to the Royal Army?
700 AP, aí sim. Deixa eu comprar habilidades aqui então. Mil. Tudo mil. Tudo mil agora, né? Tá louco. Ah, pera aí. Eu defini isso aqui. É skill que eu não uso, então... Pronto. Agora sim. Baúzinho. Oxi. Tem um bichão grande aqui, né? Já caiu. Porra. Roubou o ataque do cara. Era. GG. Pelo menos longe do microfone, né? Desculpa. Esse tirado hoje pegou bravo. Ontem ainda tava mais ou menos, mas hoje tá tenso. Os inimigos. Tem um afastador ali, né? Pra cá. Boa. Primeiro portão ali, né? É. Um baú aqui, peraí. 2000 Gil, ô louco. Aí sim, hein? Área grande, deve ter um boss aqui agora, né? Ou um mini boss no caso, né? Não, pior que não. Inimigos normais. Aqui. Opa! Aqui, senhor da guerra. Oh, o bicho é grande, hein? Bicho vindo, moleque. Bicho vindo, moleque. Porra, sumiu, mano. Bem na hora que eu dei a skill. Sacanagem. É. Caiu de novo, aí. Não vai morrer não. Ah, foi só falar.
Where the city's leaders gather, there may still be survivors inside.
Será que ainda tem sobrevivente? Ainda vamos ver, veremos. Baúzinho. Cheio dos baús nessa parte aqui, hein? Que isso? A dádiva da luz. Acho que agora vai dar um mini boss, né? Não. São aparições mesmo. Skill sem pegar em ninguém, que bom.
Where is your master? What does he want?
Seu Master está longe. Ele quer só lhe usar, Cloud.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Mythos.
Mythos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Acho que não mesmo, hein?
You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty.
Tem que acabar com o cara agora.
The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Aí vai ficar ruim.
I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield.
Será que eu vou mesmo? Ou não, exatamente. Cara. Vai aí. Vou tomar essa. Caiu. Skill. Que bom. Quer esgrima?
Forgive me if my performance seems uninspired.
Desanimada.
It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos.
Opa, R1.
Yes! Yes!
Dentro. Droga. Pô, tô esquivando o jogo, qual é? Ai.
Actually, I wouldn't. Slow.
Não deu muito certo, né, cara? Mas... Nossa. Arrebentou agora, hein? Resistente, mano. Tá louco. De novo isso. Agora caiu. Acho que vai morrer, né? Não, caiu mesmo. Pronto. Sleipnir já era, fi. Próximo.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Fala, Saga, boa tarde, beleza? Como é que você tá? Bem-vindo à live.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Ixi.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
A gente só matou o braço direito do Odin, só, né? Do... Olha lá.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Esse aqui é o Odin. Dominante do Odin.
Before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
E Clive, com a espadinha você não vai dar conta não. O cara manja. O cara tá usando só um braço, hein?
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos.
É, então. Se com um braço já tá assim, imagina se usar os dois.
Stop calling me Mythos. But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness?
A gente já vai enfrentar Odin agora?
Your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Ih, rapaz.
Try it.
Só uma bicudinha. A espada que corta até adamantio. É, vai ficar ruim pra você, hein, Clive. Vai dar não, hein.
Joshua!
Ih, vai virar SHIVA? Não vai adiantar muito, né? O cara cortou um prédio. Vai cortar gelo?
Power beyond reckoning.
É, então.
It has a crush. Such a waste.
Ih, vai matar a Jill? Não, não pode. Não pode, não pode.